Welcome, everybody. I am Dave Dorinko 9000, and welcome to a very different type of video. Well, technically, we've done a map showcase before, but this is a bit of a mix. If you remember, a few months ago, quite a few months ago, actually, I talked about hoppers, an idea that definitely had a lot of inspiration from other things, and has been around since 2015. An idea that I just finally started, piecing together and wanted to do, and eventually say that eventually it will come out as a fan game. If you really remember, I mentioned there was one before it, one I was more passionate about, but I never went anywhere with it. Or at least, not until now. That being the Kirby's game. Of course, back then, I was a huge Kirby fan. I still am now, but oh my god, I love Kirby. And of course, I mixed it with FNAF, which I'd really recently got into. I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Let's try to make this work. And obviously for years and years, there was just lots of drawings that were just so weird and dumb, and they just looked... just some design concepts that I don't even know how they came to be did. That's just a bunch of stuff that's what happened over the years, but nothing like really finalized designs and all that kind of stuff. Until 2020. 2020, I really started to go and at least develop the core 5 designs of the characters after all these years, and then decided, you know what? Let's start building off of this. So in 2022, this year, I really went crazy with stuff. Started making stuff digital, plans, concepts, and this video, which is mainly going to be focused on the building. Also, hey, you're seeing past me a speed build event, which I needed to, with my Glamour Claret skin. Yeah, so there's that. But I guess while that's happening, I want to explain a little bit of stuff, because obviously this is something along with hoppers that is going to take a very, very, very long time. Hoppers not as much, it's going to be more simple. This is going to be a very big, high-end fan game in the future. And I really hope that it'll be worth the wait. Because this is something, again, I've been passionate about. Thinking about it for now over 7 years. My god. And now is when I'm finally, really realizing it. My guess if this had to come out, I don't know, I'm thinking... this game would probably take at least, 3 years to really start development. Because this is going to be a big game. Obviously, we need to get a team and all that stuff. And then it would have to come out after Hoppers. And I don't want either of those to be my first game. I'm going to need to start out with something small anyway. So I don't think I even expect Kirby's this decade. Probably expect it maybe 2030 something. I don't know. And again, this is just going to be a basic mini overview. I'm not really going to show too much of, going into the story and all that stuff. I just want to show off a bit of the designs and concepts for a little bit, and then later on, future me will show off the map. So, yeah. So here is some of the sketches from the original, or at least 2020 versions of the designs. Now, these were based off of a bit of a reboot to the series. Obviously, the original characters were actually just a lot more... Or the originals were just very strange, but obviously very, FNAF-y, inspired. You can definitely tell they were based off of the original, Freddy, Bonnie, Chicken Fox, and Golden Freddy. And then for the next generation, I heavily went into that, even to the point really it was just the FNAF story, but with just replaced characters. But that is just all scrapped, because that means there is tons of characters that were just that are not going to be used. Just, I guess, just kept as their own little fun design project or something that have nothing to do with the story here. Like, no one wants to see a rock star Marx. That's, yeah. I mean, he looked cool, but no. These guys are like the main big guys here. Really wanted to fit like the old vibe here. The story for this game was really strange, and obviously would fit more so as like, oh, it's like the gaming industry started a bit earlier than expected. So Kirby's was a big popular game that eventually they started, you know what, screw it, let's make restaurants out of this. And that's kind of like, obviously a very short, brief thing. I was just, oh, okay, that's where stuff would tumble over the years. Let's go over more of the designs. There's a lot of characters. There's some characters only going to be found in minigames in and after nights. That'll help you with different bonuses and rewards. There's some characters that are only available in special challenges. And then obviously there's a lot of characters that you'll see during the nights later on, or even some exclusive to the custom night. Which should be really fun. And it is a big night roster. As you can see here, yeah, this is a big roster. This is not everybody, because there's only some characters that don't appear in this mode. But, yeah. This fan game has a lot of big things, like there will be a shop with items, lots of planned, just even skins for characters. That'll look cool. So you'll just get like some palette swaps and some different designs just for modeling, just for fun. And spice things up. Obviously, you'll buy some cheats, stuff like that you can use for main nights, custom night, all that fun stuff. There's a lot of things that'll be going on here. And this is a really big location. A lot of fun things will be there. A lot of Easter eggs, a lot of music, design choices, things from all over the Kirby series too. Really want to lean into, again, this is a big game for Kirby fans and FNAF fans alike that will both enjoy. Kirby fans a lot more of the characters, the references, even some of the voices will be based off of their original versions. A lot of the places in the restaurants, mini games, much of that stuff. And then the FNAF fans would love having a really cool, interesting, and creepy experience. This is definitely going to be taking a horror route. Very much so. Not like Security Breach or Pizza Sim where there's a little bit of horror. And it's mostly more fun. You'll have, I guess, a little bit of fun moments here. I don't know if you'll have like 18 or 16-bit minigames. I don't think so. But maybe we'll have one that's like based off of like the old Game Boy games or like the SNES games. That'll be fun. But obviously, while I've been talking here, I've just been showing you a lot of the designs. There's 3 different waves from, I guess, or technically 4, from the story perspective. There was the original 2 that were based off of the very first designs from Kirby's Dream Land, where Kirby actually could have been yellow. His name was going to be different, which was actually Popo. And then we have DDD, who looks totally different than how he does now, which we've just nicknamed as the King. Then we have the prototype characters, which came afterward, and these guys, I really want to look cool in HD, like with the models and all, like the lighting and stuff like that. These are pretty much updated, or slightly updated, modern designs, straight up of the ones from 2015. I was like, you know what, young me, 2015 me, would be so amazed. Because they are creepy. They are weird, there's creepy, and they're just strange looking. Obviously, they would also be referencing the Withered characters a bit, using Withered versions, which were also from 2015. So that was going to be a fun thing. These guys were more dangerous, Again, prototypes that someone messed with them, they went wrong, so they obviously were all scrapped. And they always have some weird design choices, and especially, I don't know why. I can't explain it. But 2015 me was thinking. First thing, you know what? Let's give Kirby big claws. I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, other characters have claws, like Daroch over here, one of the Secret Birthday characters, who will also appear later on in the game, along with Galactonite. How they turned out, but his claws make sense because, you know, he actually has them. Old Kirby, I don't know. And then obviously there's the classic ones, which are remastered designs of like the more FNAF-y styles, but they're their own thing. And then there's the modern characters, which some are a bit older and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this section. Just wanted to go through overview stuff, but on to the map. Hey guys, future Dave here. Oh god, that's annoying. Just apologizing for how wacky this video is and just unorganized. But hey, I just was excited, explaining a little bit of stuff. Again, there's not much. I'll probably showcase some other stuff in future updates, like when I do more mechanics and all that fun stuff. But in the meantime, there's 2 videos linked down below that have actually been out for a little while. They were just private videos that only my Discord could see. Now, you guys want to check those out. There's little previews of some audio and then a test for a sequence that would happen later on in the game. You guys want to check those out in the description of this video. Alright, well, that's it. I'll just let this video go shoot the road. Hey guys, Future Dave here. So, all the footage you've just seen before was recorded a few days ago, and things have changed since then. Originally, there was a whole other version of me going through the building and then just showing off what it looks like from the outside, which I'm going to do right now. But, it's definitely been a bit of changes since then. New rooms have finally been added in, some changes to other rooms were added. Again, the last time you saw things in the footage was this back vent was being built. That was the whole first part of the background of this video. But, so I decided to just scrap all that or replace it with more modern, updated footage. So, of course, we're just going to go through the building. Obviously, again, this is Minecraft, and things would obviously heavily change down the line in a few years with how the buildings would really look in the game. But, again, this is just a bit of something. Just wanted to... This is an example of like what this would look like. Same thing with hoppers. It's pretty much the same case scenario. It's actually not a bad tool to use if you're trying to just work on a map. Just use Minecraft. It's like a layout sort of thing, so you can just see what you want to do with this. Once you have an idea. Because first I sketched this map out, and then there was a fairly early version of this, and then I just kept adding on to it. Even did more sketches, adding on to like an image of the map taken from the game here. And then I just kept adding and fixing things, and that's where we are now. So I'll take you on a little tour, and I'll just explain a little bit. This is the front area. This would be the front desk. This is all just normal party room. This is where Gooey would be, sitting over here. We got a carousel, we got a ball pit, we got a slide over here, some balloons, decorations, a poster. Not too much going on here. This is a very weirdly designed building, so it might change again, but we'll see. This is the main room. Most of these rooms are actually based off of Kirby locations. This is the only one that isn't. This is the very typical, like, FNAF-y feel. Same thing with the hallways and the bathrooms. But this one, of course, is just based off of Dreamland itself. This is where Kirby would be, up on the stage. We got this also Wispy Woods here, which would technically be an animatronic prop. And it's also the way back into the closet. Like here would be where the mechanisms would be. There's not really much in here, but this is the storage closet back here. I think it's just, I don't know what's really in here. Just a bunch of early building supplies. Then we've got the kitchen located right over here. This is where Popo would be. We've got just a bunch of kitchen stuff, fridges. We've got cabinets, all that fun stuff. Ovens, pretty much all of that. And then there's the ceiling vent that goes right to the office from here. And of course, you got Kirby's stage here. I think I just said this already, but this whole area specifically is based on Dreamland. Just, you know, your average, like, first starting worlds and all that. Now, if we go to the 4 different side rooms here, we have this room. We have DDD's room based off of his throne room. A little bit more specific from, like, Superstar and Star Allies. They'll be sitting up there. Really like how this one looks. And then we have the mini arcade with a claw machine, and then the Rick, Kine, and Koo mini games that you'll see at the end of Nights, which will be adapted on later on in like maybe another video. There's also a DDR machine here. It's great. More posters and all that fun stuff. So that's where this will be. Then over here we have Meta Knight's room. This is where you saw me building the vent was. It's right in here. That goes to the back of the office. This is based off of his battle room. Oh god, it's already like rusted. Which is kind of cool. And this place is old, so I guess that kind of works. Of course, Meta Knight would be sitting up here. Of course, got just a bunch of tables down here. Not like too much in here, but I think this would definitely look really cool. It already kind of looks cool now. There's also like glass, like supposed to be like windows that see like out into an orangey sky. Then if we go over here, we have Bandana D's room, which is based off of Waddle Dee Town from Forgotten Land. Even has Kirby's little house there. And this little shop area is a little sly thing. This is also another vent entrance. It's pretty cool. You got like sun and themed here. Obviously, there's like actual grass going on here. For like, it would probably be like a grassy looking carpet or something to give that look. And then lastly, would be a bit out of order here, we have Marx's room, which is off of Milky Way Wishes. Got like these, which are supposed to represent the planets around the room. Have this custom block. This is the only mod on the entire map. This changes the coal block to just being a bunch of like stars. Got his little stage here where you also have like galactic nova on there instead of like a sun. Now, due to some accidents, he is out of order. He doesn't function right anymore. So normally there would actually be crossing tape that's like, you know, like the black and yellow tape. It's like, do not cross this area. Blocking this room off. And there is a vent just straight up right here. Let's say we'll go back this way. This is Magolor's room, based off of Hakandra. Very lava-y feel. Very cool. Nothing too much to talk about, but just a really nice looking room. Here's one of the newer rooms. This is Bubbly Clouds, where Kraka would be hanging from the ceiling right up here. And he would be moving along a track that would go around the building. Same thing with a couple other characters. Marx, who was also one of them at one point. Then if we go back over here, this is the Mage Sisters room, which would kind of be similar to Kids Cove and like the daycare. This is where they would take care of at least up to 6 like young kids, and they would even have just get time to sleep in here. This is based off of the divine terminus from Star Allies. See, there's like hearts on the floor all the way around. Try to like sing with the walls. Got these are supposed to be like stars. Got like this actual window that you could see from the front. So that's where they would be. Obviously all the door entrances would be a bit different in game, because you know how Minecraft works. We just did this. This is the boiler room. This will be a really fun one. I really like how this one turned out. You can see like all of this underneath here. You can see the boiler here, which will be a gameplay function. Got a bunch of other stuff going on, heating the building up. So let's move across this way, back to this hallway for the employees only. This is... oh god, freaking cape sounds. This is just straight up parts and service. This is where the characters would be when they break down or need to get a slight repair. This is also where Adelaide and Ribbon would be. They would be the only characters just sitting back here normally. And then this is event. Now back here is the big storage room. This is where all those classic and prototype characters would be. Along with the original DDD, or the King. So you could see the classics, I think, were going to be over here. And then the prototypes over here and stuff like that. Obviously this room would be definitely the biggest change from Minecraft to actual game. Because it doesn't look like there's much room for them here, but there would be a lot of room for them in game. Got like a lot of ceiling beams, a lot of shelves, storage stuff all around. This is also where Marx's wings would be, back in storage over here. And then back over here is the side room where they would keep the special birthday party themed characters. Obviously there would be Darouch, who is broken and withered after not being used for decades. And then we have Galactonite's little mini stage here, where he's all clean and shiny, ready to go. A few more barrels for storage. So that's this whole back area that has a crap ton of characters back here. Just, yeah, these 3 rooms. So many characters, like more than half the cast. And that's this whole side of the building. So if we keep going on, you'll just find the prize corner in the hallway with little mini storage thing. Oh, there's extra plushies on it. It'll probably be restocked. Then we've got just the men's and women's bathrooms. They're exactly the same, but just flipped. Oh yeah, and all the lights here are powered by redstone, and they'll turn on and off during the day. Night. I give some posters. Oh my god, speaking of which, let's turn it, oh, I can see my skin here. Let's get it back to daytime for right now, because it'll be just better for everyone to see everything here. But you can see, yeah, there's also this big long hallway. Nothing too crazy here. Yeah, we got the posters. These would be Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight, and Marx, the original 4 characters. This would also be Bandanity, Magalore, Susie, and Taranza, which would be some of the newer characters. Obviously, he's a bit older. This is Taranza's room, which at first seems similar to Bandanity's room, but is really different. Even the ceiling is a bit different. The sun is actually, I think, a bit better over here. Actual bunch of prop flowers would be all over the room. The floor is different. This is based off of one of the first worlds, the grass world from... pardon me, I can't even think. Triple Deluxe. There we go. And there's another vent right here. And here's Terence's little stage, which is a bit different than most. It's like a big full circle. And then we've got Susie's room, which is based off of the Haltman Works Company office in the Axis arc. So you can see like the world all out there in like space. And you can see these tables here, Susie's desk, which is behind, a bunch of the poles and structures from the actual room. So that's pretty much this part. And then we make our way to the office. This obviously is the mini little thing right here. And here's the office. Nothing really over here. There might be posters or something over here, maybe. There's one poster there. A little bit of barrels. Little trash can, and this here. A little bit of extra stuff. This vent can be shocked. That's what these guys are supposed to represent. Same thing with the ceiling vent. So that'll be for characters, and I haven't implemented it here, but this would also be a door. There would be one giant door that you can't have open, I mean, not open, you can't have closed for long. And there's some characters who are immune to that door, and you'd have to go into here, the closet. Now this door is a bit different. You'd have to hide back here. And pretty much almost all, pardon me, I can't even speak while explaining all this. Most of the characters cannot touch you back here. Except one character can come through this back vent. And that would be what we're nicknaming the Mega Mangle. Will make its or her way through this back area, which we saw from the Meta Knight room all the way back here. And then there's obviously the one in here they can also get. Some other characters can actually climb up there. And then a few more characters will come through this vent. Some will come through here. So we have a lot of stuff. And maybe one or two will, you know, make their way through the office through another means. But that's pretty much how that would work. So you'll pretty much be back here some of the time in this room. It's got a little bit of storage stuff back here. With this vent, which you'll be able to close this closet door. That's why it looks so weird. It's a closet door. Then we will have this, just a big iron door. And then you can shock these two vents. You can't shock that one. This one you'll need a flashlight. Just like the one you'll use for the hallway. And I think that actually wraps up just the tour of the building. I don't think, obviously, a lot of the rooms are labeled or anything yet. But there might be a few modifications to the place, maybe here and there, but I don't think so. I think this is really the fully finished state of the building. And I might have said some things I haven't said in post already, but oh well. But yeah, this is the building. It's pretty fucking huge. Really big, especially for like a FNAF type location. This place is absolutely massive, as you can see here. Holy moly. Here, look at that. I'll take a picture. That's crazy. So you can get a good look at everything. You can see here's the ceiling vent right up there. And then you have a vent that goes again from the back all the way to the Meta Knight room. Then you have the vent from parts and service, which goes into Marx's room, which then goes into Bandanitty's room and Terence's room. So that single vent over here on the right would go there. So there's the right vent, the back vent, or I guess the left vent, and then the ceiling vent. And there would probably be an air conditioner or something in those vents. Air conditioner fan, pardon me. But yeah, that is pretty much the tour of the whole building. Again, things are going to take a long time for stuff to actually happen. Probably years. Again, this is like something I want to do in the future. Hoppers will probably come first because it'll be much smaller. But just wanted to show this off because I'm still gonna be working on art just for fun and just concepts. I might update you guys, maybe make a part 2 or something, discussing a bunch of the characters' game mechanics. Because right now you're hearing me. I have not recorded some of the audio for the first part yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to just. I'm probably just going to show a bunch of the characters and explain a little bit about them, but not what they do. Because it's just a basic introduction sort of this stuff. I wouldn't expect this fan game anytime soon. This is supposed to be a big, like, really different fan game. This will definitely take cues from, like, FNAF 1 through Sister Location, through Ultimate Custom Night. A lot of stuff, because you'll be able to walk around in some segments. And there's a little bit of FNAF 4 with these mini games. There's little bits of things here and there, and obviously a lot of unique bits. Like, there might be a time, I'm not sure, where you might have to repair one of the characters. Kind of like get an access location or help wanted. But I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour and this little introduction to a big project I've wanted to do for a very long time. And it's only really just been until these past few months that I've really started to actually work on the details and re-modernize the stream. I mean, we did it with Hoppers, so I thought, you know what, screw it. Why not do it with this one, which I'm even more passionate about. So, yeah. Gotta go. Dave DeBrinko. Peace out, everybody. Woo! Oh, God.